Hey flower folks, welcome to Share Inspirations. My name is Share and I'm a botanist and a horticulturist, founder of Share Inspirations, located in Southern California, high desert, zone 8B 9A borderline. In today's video, we are going to be planting Natchez blackberries in our cutting garden for multi-purpose. One, for delicious blackberries, and two, for the foliage to be used in cut flower arrangements. This is a thornless variety, botanical name Rubus fruticosus. This can be grown from zone 4 to zone 10, keeping in mind that if you are in warmer climates in the southern states where the sun is very harsh, like southwest deserts, or in the south, like Florida and all that, you want to plant it in part shade, provided about 6 hours of sun. If you are in northern states, cooler states, you can go ahead and give it about 8 to 10 hours of sun, and it's going to not have a problem. It likes organically rich soil. I have my soil built here and I will leave a link as to how to build that. It grows anywhere from 4 to 6 foot tall. However, since we are growing it in a very small space, we're going to go ahead and keep it contained by constantly pruning the canes that are just going all over the place and using those in our flower arrangements, as the vase life of the leaves is very well anywhere lasting from 7 to 10 days. It does not like waterlogged soil as many other plants don't. Spring is the best time to plant these if you are in cooler climates. If you are in warmer states where you can dig the soil and you can access it and you have the ability to have access to the plant purchase, you can certainly go ahead and plant this in late winter. That's what I did. I purchased the plant from Walmart and I bought it in February, and I'm going to go ahead and plant this in the garden in late February, which is still in the heart of winter. I have grown myself a hole here, dug myself a hole with this drill bit auger, and this I'm going to go ahead and leave a link as to where to purchase. This is a very handy tool to make a foot deep hole to sit in my blackberry plant. The blackberry plant came with the instructions that I should go ahead and dip it in water. However, because the soil is already moist in it when I open the plant, I'm just going to go ahead and stick it into the ground without making it any more moist than it is in the sack that it came in. It also has this little paper wrap that normally is biodegradable. However, I'm just going to go ahead and remove that only because I don't want to risk having it root bound. But normally, most of the times, these things are biodegradable. And as I mentioned earlier, the soil is already moist, and I'm just going to go ahead and stick it into the ground about a foot deep and just loosen up the roots and making sure that it's going to have enough room in there when it gets planted, so it doesn't go through a whole bunch of transplant shock. Now, when you are training blackberry plants, some support makes picking easier. If you are growing it as a bush, it's much easier to harvest the blackberries than if you were to grow it as a vine. Fruit is produced on 2-year-old canes, so previous season's growth. Prune erect blackberries twice each year. You can do so in late summer and then another time in late winter to make sure the plant isn't all over the place. Also, this has a great disease resistant, fungal disease resistant. If you are in southern states where fungal disease is very big, then this is a go-to variety. It is very heat tolerant, so if you're in southwest states like I am, that's also a great thing. Also, for northern growers, it's a great addition because of how big and beautiful the blackberries are. They're very tasty and they produce a lot of fruit. Unlike your wild berries that are very small and very thorny, and those tend to be very invasive. The reason why I chose this thornless is two things. One, so I don't hurt myself when I harvest the berries, and two, I can have foliage for my vase flowers. Now we are all planted up. I am going to go ahead and water this, and I'm going to show you what it looks like here in a minute, in about a month from now in March. So I planted it in February, and 1 month later it actually produced buds and put out flowers. Now sometimes you will see flowers and berries the first year, but that harvest is very small. So technically it is a second year type of flowering and fruiting plant, and it's a perennial and it will last you many years. This is what it looks like 1 month fast forward. As you can see, the leaves have grown and it's growing beautifully despite the very cool weather, dipping into 30s and low 20s. It's growing great, and it's in 6 hours worth of full sun here in the desert. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.